and welcome to Heart Event. I'm Kay, and I'm back with Josh today. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I am excited to be on episode 2 already. That week went by fast.
Yes, it did, and I'm really happy to hear how many people listened to the first episode. That's nice.
Yeah, thank you everyone who listened to the first episode or who are joining us today. It really means the world, and we appreciate you being here. So today we're here to talk about where we see the podcast going, and along with that, since we're looking ahead, we're going to talk about upcoming games that we're excited to try out. So starting off, how do you feel like the first episode of the podcast went, and are there things you're looking forward to, hopes you have for the future of it? Let me know how you're feeling.
I'm just feeling optimistic. Anything where we get to work together always makes me happy. So like I said, I'm just feeling optimistic.
Aww. That's so nice. Me too.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good about it. I feel like episode 1 was so fun and went so well. I was really proud of it, putting it out. I think that we did really well, especially for our first episode. And I just thought that it was really fun getting to sit down and have that time to have that conversation with you and relive our PAX experience. Mm-hmm. And I'm excited that moving forward we'll have that time put aside to have these conversations together. I think it'll be nice, and I think it's an opportunity for us to learn more about each other's games since we play such different things, and it'll give us a way to more thoughtfully plan out playing some of the same games or playing games together. So I think that'll be really nice.
Yeah, I agree.
Another huge focus of this for me will be to have episodes where I'm talking to guests. I really want to make deeper connections with people who love games, and it's really special to me when I get to talk to people about these things and foster that community. So that being said, if you would like to come onto the show, you can email me at moondustcappuccino@gmail.com, and I'll hopefully get you on to talk about whatever you want. It can be a game you're making, a game you're playing, a game you love. We can go over a certain genre you like and why you enjoy it. Really, I'm open to anything. And that being said, you're always welcome to have whoever you want on the show as well, Josh, whether you speak to them or we all have a discussion. Episode-wise, we're looking to do really whatever comes to mind. I think that it'll be fun to just use this as a space to talk about whatever we want with each other, but I think specifically for the staples in the show, we were talking about doing full episodes covering our thoughts on specific games. We talked a little bit about doing episodes where we take a bunch of game topics that maybe we have a little less to say about and putting them all together in one episode. And then also the guest episodes, of course. So
right.
I think those will be our usuals. And looking forward in terms of specific episodes that we have planned, I can let you listeners in on the next couple. We only have a few planned as of now, just as we figure out our rhythm and find our footing as a podcast. But next week, we are releasing an episode about what's on our backlogs, so that'll be fun. After that, we are going to have a discussion about our favorite childhood games. Then I'm thinking a couple of game-specific episodes, and then hoping to dive into having our first guests on the show. So that is all subject to change, but that's a look into the plan as of right now. So there's what we have planned for the show. I just wanted to kind of let you guys in on that, especially since we kind of just dove in with a different type of episode than we're planning on doing usually. So I thought it would be good to kind of let you guys know what to expect. And now that we have checked that off the list, as this whole episode has been about looking forward, we wanted to take the second part of the episode to discuss the games that are releasing soon that we are looking forward to. Josh is a little more refined when it comes to buying games. I think you do a really good job of keeping your eye on specific games that you know that you'll like, mm-hmm. and not having like a huge wish list or backlog. So you actually only have one on your list, which I respect because I do the complete opposite and end up with a huge backlog or not enough time to play every game that I have my eye on. So I'll let you take the floor and you can start us off with your anticipated game before I start going on about my huge list.
All right, so the only game that I have my eye on coming out within the next year is the Duskbloods. It is the From Software exclusive for the Switch 2. coming out. I've seen a lot of people talking about how they think it looks like a spiritual successor to the game Bloodborne, which I don't know about like gameplay wise. I can say that it definitely looks like it. It's like very gothic, very vampire-y. I think From Software does such an incredible job of like making games have like such a creepy vibe to them. I think it's really interesting that they chose to make an exclusive for the Switch 2. And it is a player versus enemy game. So what it appears is you can like spawn in with other players and attack them and the enemy. So yeah, I'm sure this is going to be a very fun game to play. I love From Software. I love every game that I've played from Software, and the difficulty really makes me want to come back and play it more.
This one looks really cool. I remember, if I'm remembering correctly, that when they announced the Switch 2, this was one of those that were in that initial launch trailer, right?
Yeah.
That's so cool. I did not realize that it was multiplayer, but I agree with you. I think it's super interesting that they're doing a Switch 2 exclusive. But despite it being on the Switch 2, I thought if the trailer was gameplay footage, I thought that it looked great.
Yeah, I think that it is mostly in-game, like, movies and some actual, like, play footage of it, just mixed together. I just think that From Software does a good job of, like, merging those two together, where it doesn't have that old PlayStation 1 console vibe where it's, like, a beautiful cinematic, and then you go back to the game and they literally have, like, 6 sides to the head. Just very polygonal. So, yeah, with the new technology, I think all that stuff just, like, fits in seamless, but I've looked, and I don't really see a lot about the game yet out, like a lot of information-wise. I know that it is supposed to come out before the end of the year. I'm imagining that they'll probably do it sometime in the fall so that it is out for both the Christmas season and just the creepy vibes that, are inherently in the fall.
I was actually surprisingly interested in this one just based off of the trailer that played when they dropped the Switch 2. Or had the direct that let us know that the Switch 2 was coming. I am usually not interested in stuff like this, but I just remember that it looked so good. And I do like the gothic vibes. So that'll be interesting to see if it actually does come out in 2026. I feel like it's a big enough name that they probably won't have to push it back too much. But it'll be cool to see what it actually looks like once it comes out. Okay, so that was Duskbloods. Thank you for telling us about that one. My list is obviously much larger, so buckle in.
Click.
So I originally was going to put these in order of planned release, but then I realized that so many of them said that the planned release was just 2026 in general, or it just said coming soon, or it had a date, but that was its planned early access release, and not necessarily the date planned for the full release. So I decided to just keep it simple and just have it in no particular order. So I'll start with this one because it's been on my mind. It is called Capybara Simulator, and the description simply says, Capybara Simulator is a game in which you can become a capybara. The art style is like silly and cute. It's like semi-realistic. It's 3D, that's for sure. But you're just a cute little capybara, and you can walk around and see all the different sights there are to see in the world, and it looks super simple. It doesn't look like there's a lot happening in the game. It's just a relaxing simulation game, and I love capybaras, and it just looks so cute. Especially, I think this would be a fun one for like a just chatting stream where I'm kind of catching up with everybody. It would be fun to have this playing at the same time. But I actually unironically love simple simulation games like this, so I'm keeping an eye on this one. But unfortunately, this one just says release date coming soon, so I have no idea when it's coming out, but I am very excited for it.
I think the release date should probably say not soon enough.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't wait to see you play this. This looks really funny.
It's just so cute, and something about the semi-clunky 3D graphics is like charming to me.
No, it's very charming.
They have a lot of other games. It's developed and published by Dynamic Games. And I was trying to do a little bit of a deep dive into them because I was like, is this game really coming out? Like, should I really expect much from this? But they have a whole bunch of other simulator games, including Coconut Simulator, where you're just a coconut, and one that's just Palm Simulator, where you're literally just a palm tree. But they look really funny, and the reviews are all, like, overwhelmingly positive for all these games. It seems like they just do, like, one thing simple, and they do it well, and people find their games, like, really funny, and they say they have fun with them, so.
You're telling me all this time I could have simulated being a coconut, and you're just telling me now?
You still can. There's still time for you.
I have to go.
The next one that I have is kind of interesting because I feel like a lot of people have already played this game. It's had an incredible early access release that felt really polished, and that is Fields of Mystria. 1.0 is set to come out sometime this year is what I'm hearing. So I've been playing a lot of it. For those of you who don't know, the description for Fields of Mystria says, start your new life. Build the farm of your dreams as you discover a world brimming with possibilities. Magic, romance, and adventure all await you in this nostalgic farming/life sim RPG. So it is a farming sim. It's really cute. It has a lot of pastel vibes, a lot of fun animals that aren't included in other farming sims. And there's kind of a magical underlying story going on in the mines. And it is really special and unique in terms of farming sims, in my opinion. And I just can't wait to see what comes with the 1.0 release, because early access has been so seamless, in my opinion. So I can't wait for that. And I think that people will be really, really excited about it when it does happen. So definitely keeping my eye on that.
I've seen you play some of this game, and I can't believe this is an early access game. The amount of depth that it already has, like, what else could they possibly pack into, like, the final release? I thought it was done already. I saw it. It's got pink cows. This has capybaras, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah. I haven't unlocked them yet, but it does.
Like, what more could you ask for in a farming sim? You have different flavors of cow.
Flavors is crazy.
Yeah, like chocolate, strawberry. And a capybara. Can you ride the capybara?
I think you can, because you can have a mount in this game, and I think that you can pick what animal the mount is, but I have not confirmed that as of right now.
Well, I hope you can.
The 1.0, I think, will wrap up that storyline that I'm talking about in the mines. And also, I think as of right now, you can get up to either full hearts or just before full hearts. But I think even if you can get full hearts right now, you can't get married yet. So I think that all of those, like, finishing touches, those last bits of gameplay that usually come right at the end of the story are what's going to get added with 1.0. And I've seen a couple things that I'm hoping they add. Like, for example, something that comes to mind is that right now there are doors that look like you'd be able to enter the rooms of the museum like you can in Animal Crossing, but you actually can't enter them yet. So just little things like that I'm hoping they bring in once 1.0 is released. But they're not telling us everything. But yeah, totally agree. It's been a super good early access experience, which is unfortunately kind of rare. And they've really stuck to their timeline and been super transparent about what they're working on, when they're going to have it out, and they've been super consistent with sticking to that. So I think that their 1.0 release is going to be huge and super successful.
Yeah, I can't wait to get your feelings on that later. Yeah, Fields of Mystria, fantastic.
So keeping on the theme of beautiful simulation games, the next one on the list is the one that I am most excited for. It's my most highly anticipated game in general right now. I've been looking forward to this for a couple years at this point. It's another one that just has a broad 2026 release date, but I'm really hoping they stick to that. It's Wish Upon a Llama. Embark on a delightful journey of breeding and raising adorable animals like bunnies, capybaras, and horses while building meaningful relationships with the residents of Llama Town. What unique animal breeds will you discover, and whom among the townsfolk will you befriend? Adventure awaits. So instead of a farming sim, this one has much more of a focus on breeding, and it's like a super pastel, beautiful, cozy, pixelated art style. And just the vibes are so good. Just art style wise, I want to be playing this 24/7. I wish it was out already. I cannot wait to immerse myself in this beautiful world. And I really, really like the idea that the focus is more on animals versus farming, because even though I'm a huge farming sim person, I actually tend to neglect the farming a lot. Like, I barely plant crops unless I have to for some sort of quest, or I'm like really struggling for money. So I am super, super looking forward to this game, and I like that it has that more pastel vibe like Fields of Mystria. I've been really appreciating that in games lately. It's just what I prefer, so really excited about this one.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, she did it. She is 3 for 3 on games with capybaras.
They're just so cute.
They are cute. They're very cute. No, again, this is the first that I'm seeing like the screenshots for the game. As they roll by, on the Steam page, and this is right up your alley. This is perfect for you. This is such a cute, pretty game. Oh, I can't wait to see the rest of it.
Yeah, the art style is perfect. I love this type of pixel art where it's like kind of smooth while being pixelated. Hopefully that makes sense. I don't know what it's called.
It's got some edges. It's not entirely just smooth lines. There's some squares.
Well, that's why I said it's still pixelated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been keeping my eye on this one for a while. The only thing is I'm really hoping that they stick to this 2026 release date, because they actually were supposed to be in Steam Next Fest and they pulled out like last minute from what I could see. So, and that's fine if they need more time to develop. It's just that I'm impatient because I'm so excited about it. But even if it gets pushed back, I will be there waiting for it when it does come out. The only thing that I do have a question on looking at the trailer is the gameplay shown in the trailer mixed with the fact that the description says, "Who among the townsfolk will you befriend?" makes me wonder if you can actually romance in this game or if you're just leveling up your friendship with the people. But either way, I'll be fine. I don't necessarily need there to be romance to have a good time playing the game, but just am a little curious about that.
Tell you what, there's a lot of hunks in this game. I'm looking at this guy.
You see a hunk? Show me right now.
Well, that's not the hunk. Well, that's a duck, so. Where'd he go?
Oh, I know who you're talking about, I think. Oh, him?
Yeah, look at that guy.
You have anything to say, Sweet Pea?
Hey, guy. How do you feel about hunks?
So yeah, that's gotta be my top pick on the list, but I'll have to keep an eye out. I really hope that they end up solidifying a date sooner rather than later, but we'll see what happens. So since we've had a couple now with extremely vague release dates, I figured I'd throw in this one. Thrifty Business by Spellguarding Games, set to release on May 18th. So we're really closing in on that. That is exactly a month from today at the time of recording. And the description is, run your very own thrift shop in this laid-back management sim. Sort through boxes to find hidden treasures and arrange nostalgic displays of clothes, antiques, toys, and more. Befriend the regulars, help with their requests, and expand your store into a hub for the local community. So this is one that I did play the demo of during Steam Next Fest, and I believe that the demo is still up right now. Looks like it is. It is super bright, super nostalgic colors, and I streamed the demo and had so much fun with that. I think that it was an amazing streaming experience. Making the displays for the thrift shop was fun. Seeing the characters' stories start to unfold was fun. And the actual gameplay of managing the shop was super satisfying. I really like the way that they did everything from what I could see in the demo. And they actually have a Twitch integration as well that allowed the people in my chat to actually show up as characters that were coming into the store. And they can even throw trash around your store that you have to pick up and cause a little bit of chaos. And I just had such an amazingly fun time streaming that. And besides streaming it, I think I would have a lot of fun just playing it on its own. I thought that the setup of the shop was really fun. I spent way more time on that than I expected. We were like a half hour into playing the game on stream, and I was like, I guess I should play the game instead of just moving all the decor around, but it was so fun. And the trinkets that they give you to set up in shop are really cute, and I was just looking at everything and having fun with it. So I've been anticipating this one ever since Next Fest, and they just recently solidified that May 18th release date. So, and Spellgarden Games always has really good games from what I've seen, so I am super excited for the full release.
Yeah, this was such a funny game to watch you play on stream. The Twitch integration is hilarious. It's one of the funniest things that I've seen, integrated into a game in a long time. I can't wait to see more people play this.
Yeah, I really appreciate that they added that little bit of gameplay to make it more engaging for people watching on stream. And it felt like we were all playing together as everybody was popping up and coming into the store and buying stuff and leaving trash. That stream was full of laughs. I'd like to think everybody was having a really good time. And this is a game that does a couple things, does them well, and really hits the nail on the head. So I will absolutely be picking this up day one and immediately streaming it again for its full release, because I've thought about that stream so often since it happened. That was one of my favorite streams I've ever had, so really looking forward to it.
That's right. You'll be picking it up day one, streaming it, and I will be in the chat saying !trash.
You were like number one culprit with the trash. You were the number one perpetrator with leaving crumpled napkins all over my store.
I'm the trash guy.
Gonna head to this next one because stylistically, I think it has some things in common with Thrifty Business, so I tend to think of them hand in hand. But this one, gameplay-wise, isn't like Thrifty Business at all. This one is called My Card is Better Than Your Card, and the description reads, become the coolest kid of the playground in this playful roguelike deck builder. Craft every card yourself with adorable stickers, and wow your rivals in tug-of-war card battles full of wonder. This one, art style, super cute. Colors, love them. And then I have actually played the demo before, and they talked about the stickers a little bit in the description, but basically what it is that adding the stickers to the cards you're making gives them different abilities and allows those cards to do different things. And I, ever since playing Ooblets, have actually come to really enjoy card-based battling. And I experienced that a little bit when playing Moonstone Island, too. And I've just really come to love this type of game. And I just think that the cutesy art style just makes it even better. And the actual battling was really fun when I played the demo. And it also has this mechanic where outside of the card games, you're also managing what you do during the day. And I don't remember the effects of that completely, but I do remember that you could kind of do different things throughout the day. And I think that throughout the day, you could get more stickers too, and then use that when you eventually did get to a card battle. And it is in early access right now. I don't know when the actual full release is set to happen, but I'm really looking forward to it. And it is a game that I would like to sink a lot of time into, just based on what I saw in the demo.
I think this is my first time seeing this. I don't think you've shown this to me before. This looks really interesting. Adding the stickers to the cards to get the different abilities out of them looks very interesting. I saw them put a crown on a frog or something like that, and I bet that King Frog guy is a pretty good card after that. It's like wizard hats. Yeah, no, this looks like a really cool game. I can't believe you didn't tell me about this.
Yeah, I think I played the demo while you were at work one day, and it's just a little bit out of my normal realm of games because the other card-based battling games that I've played included some sort of farm sim, or actually both of them included farm sim and creature collection elements. So I think that it was just kind of on the back burner in my mind to keep an eye on and see when it comes out. And yeah, I'm kind of surprised that I didn't mention it too, but I was probably too busy talking about Wish Upon a Llama. So next one I'm going to jump to is another demo I played during Steam Next Fest. Super easy, not too much to say about it, but it's called Cloudside Lane. It is a small, casual building game. Immerse yourself in a tranquil and comfortable environment, build houses, and create your own cozy streetscape. There are no squares or rules here, just follow your heart to create and feel. So I've become very fond of builders like this, and I played this, like I said, during Steam Next Fest, and I loved the demo. It has a really cute art style, has a really cute color palette. It plays really pretty lo-fi while you're building up the different houses and creating your scenes. And It looks like the demo is still up for that one as well. Not too much to say about it because there's not too much going on mechanically, but I am a huge fan of playing these simple city builders while I'm trying to wind down and get ready for bed. And this one especially lends itself to being good for that with the relaxing lo-fi and stuff that's playing. So excited for that one's full release.
This looks like one of the ones that you showed me the demo for when you were playing it, and it's very cute, very relaxing. This is perfect for when you're trying to like wind down, like you were saying.
Yeah, these are another genre of game that are really good for stream too, because you can kind of create something cute, have people weigh in on what they think looks good, and it's really easy to keep a conversation going on stream if you're having one of those days where everyone's really talkative and you just want to chill and kind of do a just chatting stream. But I am really fond of playing these games on my own as well, and I have quite a few of them, but I feel like they all bring something different to the table. They're all like unique in their own ways, and I'm really excited to add this one to the list as well. And I was actually thinking that I'd like to do a whole episode just on builders and building games, since I have so many in my library and I actually thoroughly enjoy all of them. So that's something to keep in mind. Next one, another simple one. Another one I can keep short and sweet. It's called Cozy Campfire Club. I've been following along with this one on social media and it looks adorable. Go camping with other players and set up a cozy campfire. Chat and make friends as you relax by the campfire. Customize your campsite, forage in the forest, and cook up different foods in this cute hangout game. So this is a genre of game I've seen popping up recently where it's basically a way for you to hang out with your friends. Kind of like that game that I was playing with a few people called Peak, except that one kind of has more of an objective, but a few that I've seen popping up lately are really geared toward just like having a chill vibe and just giving you a space to virtually hang out with your friends. And I think this one specifically looks super cute. I like the campfire vibe. You are different animals. So like right now on the screen, I'm looking at a cute little tabby cat and a raccoon, and they're roasting marshmallows. And I think I saw a reel from these developers on Instagram that was like, you can roast anything in this game. And they were showing like all the different foods that you can stick on a twig and roast in the fire. And it just looks really cute. And then I'm assuming that they use proximity chat, since it says chat and make friends as you relax by the campfire. But yeah, I think that this genre that's popping up is really cute and gives everybody like kind of a way to connect, especially when you have a lot of online friends and you want something to do while you're all having a call and catching up. I think this kind of thing is perfect for that.
That little cat with its marshmallow is so cute. That is unbelievable. I wonder what other kind of animals are in this.
I'm surprised you didn't say anything about the raccoon. I think it looks even cuter. Oh, it looks like you can dress them up too.
Oh, that's incredible.
I like that the campfire vibe inherently means that it's like a nighttime setting as well, because I really like the way that the stars and moon look in the sky, and I like how the whole vibe is extremely cozy, which is the whole point of Cozy Campfire Club. So I think they're nailing that.
Oh yeah, they're definitely nailing it. This looks beautiful.
So sticking on that theme of multiplayer hangout games, basically, this next one's called Flock Around. It's a multiplayer bird-watching game where you explore a nature sanctuary with friends, snap pictures of birds, and fill out the guidebook. This is another one where you just get together and there's no real, like, solid objective. You're just walking around and looking at the birds, and it's so cute, and there's little details that I've seen from it that are like, when you get closer to the birds, the proximity chat will actually, like, scare them off if you're talking around them and stuff like that. So just little details like that that are really cute. And it just looks fun.
It's really fun. This is definitely the kind of game where you could get up to a lot of mischief with your friends. Scaring birds, taking pictures. This looks really funny.
How would you take such a cute, wholesome game like Flocking Around and be like, this is the perfect place to cause mischief? That did not cross my mind a single time.
Oh, mischief was the first thing I thought of. You wait until your friend is going to take a picture, and then you sneak up behind them and you scare the bird.
That's horrible.
That's mischief.
I'm never playing this game with you. You're messed up. The next one is another one that I found on socials. It's called Stick Around. It says, relive the joy of your childhood and stick around. Find uniquely generated sticks that transform into weapons based on their real-world shapes. Battle friends in combat, play action-packed or relaxing minigames, and explore a changing world where your imagination sets the rules. This one looks so funny, and it just looks super silly. The characters are cute and goofy, and I just love the idea that you're basically hiking around, finding the perfect stick, and then battling each other with it. So I'm looking forward to this one.
Now, this is the game with mischief.
That's true. This one, mischief is approved. Flock around, you leave those birds alone. The next one's really cool. I found out about it because Kate from No Small Games has been excited about this one and posting about it, and I'm glad that she has been because now I'm looking forward to the release date, and it's coming out soon, just in a couple weeks. It's set to release May 5th, and this one is called Wax Heads, and it is a cozy punk narrative sim about working in a struggling record store. Chat to quirky customers with unique tastes, explore a handcrafted record collection, fall in love with bands and their drama, or just slack off with your colleagues, whatever gets everyone's groove back. So it seems like a funky record-based version of Tiny Bookshop with a little more chaos. And they actually made the soundtrack for this game. Like, they made original music for it.
Oh, that is really interesting.
The art style is super cool, and it just looks like it's going to be great. I don't have too much to say about it as of right now, but the demo is out, and I do need to carve out some time to play that. And I am excited that it's coming out so soon, and it just looks like it's going to be a really sick experience.
No, the screenshots from this look really interesting. The colors are great. The character designs are really cool. Yeah, I can't wait to hear more about this.
I feel like they really nailed the color palette and vibe of, like, those old 90s cartoons like MTV Downtown, which is a show that I really like. They just really nailed that vibe, and I feel like even without playing the demo, I can tell that this is going to be, like, spot on.
No, for sure. This looks like a great game. This looks like it's going to be cool.
Next one I have is Four Leaf Fields. Welcome to the tiny world of Four Leaf Fields, a cozy farming life sim where you're no bigger than a carrot. Grow towering crops, care for tiny farm bugs, and uncover a web of secrets fueled by gossip, solo or online with friends. This one's really cute because it is another farming sim that's doing something different. You're tiny, the crops are huge, the world is huge. Like, even in this screenshot, you can see that one of the houses is just a boot. So this one seems like it's really unique. Like, in this screenshot, you're next to, like, a rhinoceros beetle and a snail instead of, like, a cow and a horse or something. So I just like that it's a little bit unique and you're, like, tinier than the flowers. And I'm always looking for another life sim to play. So that's that.
This looks, again, very interesting. Super creative. I like when, a developer can take something that is already, like, pre-established, like all of the farming sims, and sort of put their own creative spin on it. I don't think I've seen a game where they made a farming sim and you were very small. And look at that. You can live in a pot.
Yeah, it's so cute. I like those little touches, like the boot in the pot. I think it makes it that much more charming. I am interested to see the bug mechanic. Like, it says care for tiny farm bugs, so I'm really hoping that means that they kind of sub in for the farm animals in this game. I think that would be pretty cute.
Definitely looks like they're going to. I wonder which one of them you're going to be able to ride.
I wonder if you can at all. That would be cute. I think that I might pick the rhinoceros beetle. I mean, I haven't seen all the options yet, but just based on these two.
Yeah, I don't want to take the slug. I feel like if I take the slug, it's going to take forever to get somewhere.
That's a good point. Now we move into another llama game. Right off the bat, the trailer is so silly and cute. It's called Llamalandia, and it is a cozy adventure game with town-building elements about finding your family. Build your llama sanctuary to protect your family, raise the baby llamas, and invite other cute animals to live with you in this magical place. I am clearly just in the mood lately to be playing this kind of simulation game. I want to be a cute animal. I want the silly, fun gameplay. I don't want things to be too serious. I think that this list is really showing that. I am super excited that all of these silly, fun farming sims and simulation games are coming out, and this is just another one to keep an eye on in terms of that.
Would I tell you that they have absolutely nailed the running mechanic for both the large and the small llamas? I mean that so sincerely. They are so cute when they're running around, and the little ones especially, they have like a little hop to them. Oh my god.
This is another one that has that kind of goofy, clunky, but still charming and cute simulation art style. Different from the Capybara game, but still kind of that vibe, but I don't know, there's something I like about it.
I love it. These llamas are so cute. Sorry, I can't get over the way they run.
Next one is a game I'm sure a lot of people have heard about because Wholesome Games Presents is one of the publishers listed. It is called Milky Delivery, and it says, rebuild a community one bottle at a time in this tiny delivery adventure with your pet cow Milky. Gather resources and upgrade your barn, then bike along dirt paths, breezy meadows, and seaside cliffs to bring fresh milk back to the sleepy countryside. There are a surprising amount of, delivery simulators. There's a bunch of mail games, and people love them every time, and I really this is another example of someone taking something that has been done a lot and people love and making it their own. What do you mean it's a milk delivery sim? But it looks so serene, so beautiful, and it's just really cute. It's a world that I am extremely ready to jump into, and I'm interested to see what the rest of the game is like. I don't know exactly how simple it's going to be, and if it's just going to be, managing the milk deliveries, or if there's going to be a little bit more to it, but either way, I'm excited for it.
This screenshot, it looks like you can upgrade your bike. That's fun. But moving on from that, the art style is gorgeous. Like you said, serene is a perfect way to, I think, describe how beautiful the backgrounds and everything in the game, all of the aspects just look so good. This is very cool.
Yeah, that's a good point about the bike too. Even if it is more simple, it looks like maybe you'll start out slow or your bike isn't as good, and then maybe you can do more deliveries at a time or whatever, upgrade your bag, upgrade your bike. Whether there is a story to it or it's just the delivery sim, I think that it's going to be a really cute play, so keep my eye on this, but this is another one. Release date just says sometime in 2026, so we'll see what happens with it. It would be nice if it released during the summer. I think that would be perfect. The next two are kind of Diner Dash-esque games, and I used to love Diner Dash Flow on the Go when I was younger. I think that's the one that is on a boat. So I really like these Diner Dash type games. The first one I'm going to mention, and both of these were demos that I played during Steam Next Fest and had a great time with. The first one I'm going to mention is a little goofier. It's called Dragon Dinner. Cute but chaotic restaurant simulator where you play as a dragon waiter in a fast-paced dining rush. Set tables, serve hungry dragons, deliver the right dishes, and keep the place clean. After each day, customize the layout of the restaurant and learn new abilities to improve. The little dragons look super silly and cute. The gameplay was challenging but rewarding, and I ended up playing this demo hours at a time during Next Fest, so I'm really looking forward to full release. I can already tell that I'm going to sink a ton of time into this.
Oh yeah, you showed me this game a bunch of times. You played the hell out of this.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Yes, it is. I love how short the dragons are.
Yeah, they're fish too.
They do look kind of fishy.
Well, they're swimming around too. You are swimming through this atmosphere. So they're underwater dragons for some reason. And the second one is on the cuter side. It's called Bunny Bakery. It's another pastel cutesy game. It is a cozy cooking game for 1 to 2 players, couch co-op, which is really cute. I love a couch co-op game. I tend to prefer those over online multiplayer, so I like that it has that. And you can bake, decorate, and build your very own adorable bakery. Looks like the demo is still out for that one, and it's kind of like that Diner Dash gameplay, but the cutesy vibe of it and the bunnies themselves and the fact that it's a bakery is pretty cute. You're serving up ice cream and pastries, and I'm someone who finds a game more enjoyable if it is leaning towards being on the cutesier side, so definitely excited for this one.
I feel like we're going to have to try this out. It is very cute. I love all of the different desserts. The bunnies are cute too, but the desserts are very cute. They look delicious.
Yeah, it makes the game so much more fun, in my opinion, when everything is just so adorable. Because it's just nice to look at and you want to spend more time there. If we did try this out, that might be fun. I remember when we were playing Overcooked, and I had a lot of fun with that. So.
That was a lot of fun.
I don't know if this would be as stressful as Overcooked, but I think it would be a cute play for us.
God, I hope it's not as stressful.
Nearing the end of our list here, we have just a couple more. I'm going to move on to one called Die in the Dungeon. This one is in early access. I don't know when the full release is coming out. I still need to get around to trying it in early access, but I really like the way it looks. Fight your way through a mysterious dungeon in this deck-building, turn-based roguelike game where you don't use cards, but dice. Deal with enemies by combining powerful dice on your board, boost their effects with magical relics, and risk it all hoping for a good roll on unexpected encounters. It is a really cute pixel art style. You're playing as an adorable frog. And I mentioned earlier I really like deck building games, and I've been getting into roguelikes and roguelites recently. So I think I'm at a point in my gaming where this would be like a perfect play for me. So definitely wanting to try it out in early access and definitely keeping my eye on the full release of this one.
No, this looks really cute. Definitely like to see like how like the dice rolling plays into like your attacks and stuff, but like the art style is cool. These like levels that you're playing through in these screenshots look really fun.
The next one is one I've actually playtested before and I had a ton of fun with it. It's quirky, it's silly, and the actual gameplay is fun. It's called Banana Cowboy: The Wild Bunch. It is a 3D collect-a-thon platformer about a banana that's a cowboy. He is Banana Cowboy. Use your lasso to jump into action and explore different towns in outer space. The premise itself is silly. I love a goofy game. It has kind of an edge to it. The developers were really nice during the playtest, and I'm just looking forward to it because, like I said, the actual gameplay itself is fun too, and I'm just excited to see where this kind of zany story goes.
I love the Banana Cowboy. I love his face. They put so much character into just this face on a banana. Like, when you were playtesting this, I couldn't get enough of these screenshots that you were showing me.
Yeah, it was a fun play. The release date just says coming soon. It doesn't even say it's coming this year. But they do have a Discord, so if you're interested, you can find them at Berry Ripe Games on Instagram, and I think they have a link to their Discord there, or at least a link to their website, where then you can find the Discord from there. And that might be a good place to keep up with news about this game, but it looks like it's just going to be a great time. And from what I saw during the playtest, it is so far. The next one I have on my list is one I actually just found out about just the other day. I was scrolling on Blue Sky and I saw a post come up that the developers of this game were going to be streaming the stuff they were working on Twitch that night. So I got to pop in and see them work on the art for this game a little bit. It's called Palu Spiral. It's a classic run and gun gameplay mixed with fast-paced melee combat. Rack up your combo to unleash even more powerful attacks. And part of the reason that I wanted to go in and check out the live is because the art style reminds me a little bit of My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Oh, no. Now that you say that, I could definitely see it.
It's another one with a really good art style. The colors are fun, and the combat looks really fun and really satisfying. I don't know how far along they are development-wise with this game, and it does just say to be announced under the release date. But it is being developed and published by Agneb Games, so if you guys wanted to check out their socials to find out a little bit more about it as well, that's where you can find them. I had fun being in their Twitch stream. They were really nice, and I'm really glad I saw that post, because I don't know that I would have heard about this one otherwise, but it looks like a great time, so I'm looking forward to playing it. I'm hoping they do some sort of playtest or something so that I can play it a little early, honestly, but yeah.
Oh, this looks like a lot of fun. For whatever reason, the first thing it reminded me of was like old school side-scrolling Mega Man games. So obviously it's not going to be exactly like that, but that was the vibe I was getting. Yeah, the combat looks really fun.
I've never played this type of game where you can get combos during combat as well, because I'm not well versed in combat games. But I don't know, this one's calling to me, so maybe this one will get me into the genre a little bit more.
Definitely, I hope it does. This looks like it's a lot of fun.
So that's everything on my main list that I actually have a bit to say on. I have two honorable mentions to throw out there. First one is Paralives. It is the Sims competitor. It says it's a life simulation game about building homes, lives, and bonds. Through both hardship and success, where will your story take you? I am not a huge Sims person. I've played a little bit of The Sims 4, but for some reason I've just never been like a huge Sims player. But Paralives does look really interesting to me. It says that it's coming to early access on May 25th of this year, so we'll see if that's true. But if that does end up happening, I'll have to see how I feel about diving into early access, because with games like this, I feel like they can go into early access a little bit too bare bones, where I understand why they're doing that and the need to bring it into early access and get feedback before they add more to the game. But I don't want to sour my experience with it, so I might just hold off and wait until full release. But it's definitely something I'm keeping my eye on. And then Witchbrook as well, which is the witchy life sim. Discover magic and mystery in Witchbrook, a spellbinding witch life sim for up to 4 players. Start your life as the newest resident witch in the bustling seaside city of Mossport. Make friends, find love, and discover a world filled with wonder and charm on the road to graduation and beyond. This was supposed to come out a little bit ago, but it got pushed back, and it does say now that the planned release date is sometime during 2026, so we'll see if that happens. I feel like mostly everybody knows what Witchbrook is at this point, but just thought I'd throw that in there because I am excited for it, but I don't have too much to say on it because I don't know if it will actually happen this year. We'll have to see. It's been a long time coming, so that's all I got. It's a lot to keep an eye out for, but I'd rather have too many games than not enough, so at least we'll know I'll never get bored.
Yeah, that's true. You had quite a varied list going on. A lot of different stuff in there.
Yeah, I'm hoping for at least half of the list to come out on the planned release dates. We'll see. I do understand games getting pushed back, so who knows if they'll all come out when they say, but regardless, I'm really excited. I think that a lot of cool stuff is scheduled to come out soon-ish, at least, and I think it'll be a good year in games.
I think it's going to be a great year in games for you.
Anything that you have to say to round out the episode? Any final thoughts? Anything you want to throw in there?
Let's see. Final thoughts. There is so much more available to people now than I feel like there ever was. Indie games, Steam, like all the stuff. There's basically a game for you no matter what you're into. Like I had one game on my list that I was looking forward to for the year. I know that it's going to be something that I enjoy, and then seeing your list, there's literally something out there for everybody.
Yeah, especially like you were saying with indie games, I think they bring a lot to the table. And for me, you're saying that there's something for everyone, totally agree. And I also, to add on to that, think that there's something for every mood. I'm someone who gets into very specific moods where I want to play very specific things. And we're just at a point where no matter what mood I'm in, there is always something for me to play. Varied difficulty, varied stories, varied gameplay, and I'm really grateful that so many cool indie studios have all of these different ideas and are making them happen. Shout out to the ladies over at No Small Games for really opening my eyes to the world of indies and how much they have to offer. I feel like I'm really taking a bigger dive into indies lately, and it has been a phenomenal experience, and I think, based on these wish lists, that it's going to continue to be, so.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, well, if you have nothing else, I'll call it there. As always, you can find me on Instagram, Blue Sky, Twitch, at Moondust Cappuccino. I stream Wednesday mornings. Like I said earlier in the episode, if you'd like to come on, be a guest on the show, you can email me at moondustcappuccino@gmail.com. You can find Heart Event on Instagram and Blue Sky at Heart Event Podcast. Other than that, I think that's all we got for you, and we'll catch you at the next cutscene. Into.
Henceforth.
Let me try that again. That's nice, buddy. You want to come say something?